coming up in this read. I'm not seeing any major concerns with that person at all. Like, literally, that is someone who is exactly who they're saying that they are. That is literally someone who is perfect for you here, Leo. Leo, we're doing your love reading for June 2023. If love isn't your thing, you can always go check out your general reading that I released at the start of the month. And everything and anything that you need to know, you can find in my description box and in my pinned comment below. Okay, right, Leo, what's coming towards you in love? Don't be misled. So don't be misled in love and romance, Leo. When fear speaks, it's always wrong, unless being chased by wildebeest. And when love speaks, it's always right, and usually bouncy. Game on, love the universe. Okay. So the first thing we're going to touch upon is that whole fear element. Okay. Obviously, don't make decisions that come from a fear viewpoint. Don't allow fear to take charge, right? Yeah, fear can be good and it can be the thing that keeps you safe, absolutely. But when it comes down to terms of love, people can be afraid of relationships for a lot of different reasons. They could have their own trauma that hasn't been fully processed, and they could be allowing that to lead the way in relationships. So obviously if you know that that's you and you know that you're doing that, then it's probably best to really analyze why that is still impacting you the way that it does, and what can be done about it. Okay, so that's the first thing. The next thing is, like, don't be misled. Someone could be trying to mislead you, Leo. We'll take a deeper dive into that with your tarot, of course. All right. Someone could be lying to you. You could be lying to yourself. That's always a very real possibility. Okay. Can you tell us about the situation for Leo in love? The obstacles and the likely outcome for our high vibe Leo collective, please. What is the situation for Leo in love? Oh, the Page of Wands. Okay, Page of Wands. That's someone taking the initiative. That's someone feeling very ambitious, very passionate. That is usually someone who's got a really good sense of humour, someone who's up for a laugh, a joke around. It's very flirty energy, okay? And it comes out with the Ace of Swords. Now I'm just going to put these cards back in the deck because I know full well that I dropped those ones, okay? Right, the Ace of Swords, truth, clarity, a revelation, a breakthrough. Someone, it feels like either you or your person of interest is in a roundabout way. It's going to sound like it's going to sound a bit strange, right? In a roundabout way, they are already being honest about how they feel, right? And I say it's in a roundabout way because it's a Page of Wands. It's like someone joking around, but when they're joking around, they're actually telling the truth through this joking around. Someone doing some light-hearted flirting, but of course that could be seen as just flirting, but the person who's flirting with you is actually deadly serious about you. Do you see what I'm saying? So, yeah, they're being... Again, it sounds funny. They're being direct, but in a very indirect way. Okay. So they're a bit of a contradiction then. Right, what is the obstacle? The Ten of Wands. The obstacle could be time. It could be a lack of time. It could be the fact that someone's doing too much at this point in time and they feel that they're not really in the position to hold down a relationship. Okay. Also, as the obstacle is the Five of Cups in reverse. The Five of Cups in reverse, that's actually really good, because that indicates someone who is working through the things that they regret. They're processing the things that they regret, and they're no longer allowing certain things that have happened to them to hold them back. Okay, it's coming up as an obstacle because whoever is recognizing this as being an obstacle for them, they're still going through that process. All right, so they're still working through it. Most likely outcome, the Queen of Cups. It's Cancerian energy. That's love. I'm feeling that's a message about creativity, acceptance, nurturing, of course. It's got a crescent moon there. Crescent moon. That could be about faith. But then Queen of Cups, so it would be faith in the self. An Ace of Cups. Brand new love. It's your most likely outcome. So the most likely outcome, Leo, is the individual who is currently flirting with you over here is going to be successful in their pursuit of a relationship with you. In the meanwhile, there's this little blockage. So again, we're going to take a deeper dive into that one. The energy at the bottom of the deck is the Eight of Coins, which is hard work, self-improvement. That could also be someone at your work, someone that you work with. What's under there? A Queen of Coins. Yeah, that's that. Your Eight of Coins with your Queen of Coins is some Leos that I'm reading for are professionals, like qualified in something, and they make a living through the thing that they have the qualifications for. So they're a hard-working professional. This is also telling me that you could well be focused on your career at this point in time, on advancing your career. Okay, you could be focused on creating a lot of luxury things in your life. Obviously that's not the be all and end all for you, but you know, you're allowed to enjoy the things that you enjoy, and you work bloody hard for that kind of lifestyle as well. So you either increasing on what you currently have right now, or you're working your way up to that. Okay. Again, we'll take a deeper dive into this energy. That's just the surface level stuff at the moment. And clarify the situation, the obstacle, and the likely outcome for our Leo collective in love, please. Start off with the Page of Wands and the Ace of Swords as the situation for Leo in love. The situation for Leo in love. Is this the family room? Okay, so this individual, they're coming across as being very light-hearted, as I've already mentioned. Underneath that, though, there is that strong desire to make things a lot more serious with you. Okay. Yeah, great fortune. Exactly. Great fortune. That is literally what it says on the tin. Okay. This person definitely appreciates you. I want to say as well that they do have you on a pedestal. They're envisioning their entire future with you here, Leo. Entire future. Home, business, kids, the lot. Can you clarify the obstacle, please? What's going on with the obstacle for Leo in love? The Ten of Wands and the Five of Cups in reverse, please. Thank you. Journey. Yeah, I did mention it was a process, didn't I? And the journey is literally that. It's a process. Now, that could be a physical journey. a mental one, emotional, spiritual, any kind of journey, any kind of progress, any kind of forward momentum. Okay, so I mean, this could be the type of situation where it's a long distance type love affair. Do you know what I mean? And the obstacle could be the physical distance between you. But again, I'm mostly feeling that there is something to do with the process. So your person over here that has taken a shine to you, they're telling me that it's probably too soon for them to speak up on how it is that they're feeling towards you. They're probably feeling a wee bit embarrassed as well. That's an interesting one, because that would absolutely tie in with the don't be misled message that came out at the start of your read, where there was some kind of fear-based belief that was misleading someone. So someone feels that it's too soon for them to speak up. It's almost like they're thinking that they might chase you away because it's too soon. And clarify the Queen of Cups and the Ace of Cups, please, for the likely outcome here for Leo in love. Whoa. Okay, yeah. So the Key in reverse and High Honor in the upright position. Yeah. Listen, this is someone who loves and respects you so, so much, right? The Key in reverse. Now, the key can lock something away, or it can open something, okay? I feel that this is secrets out now. That's what this is telling me, Leo. The secret's out. And is actually going to make you both incredibly happy. What I'm looking at is the beginning stages of an absolutely beautiful relationship. And then you've got the magnifying glass at the bottom of the deck. So take a closer look, because all is not as it seems. That would be secret admirer energy. Definitely secret admirer. Clarify this energy for our Leo collective, please. Clarify the situation for Leo collective in love. Clarify the situation. Wow, thank you. Okay, the 3 of clubs and the 8 of hearts. Right. So, your 3 of clubs is a wealthy partner. Right. That's a very successful marriage or a very successful relationship. It's love, it's happiness. This, I mean, I don't want to be accused of, like, I don't know, sexing up this read to be something that it's not. But do you know what? Listen, anyone's going to judge, they're going to judge. What the hell? I have to read it as I see it, okay? This is favourable for long-term situations. So for the Leos who are looking for a long-term relationship with their ideal partner, that's exactly what's coming out in this read. Okay? And then your 8 of hearts. That's visitors, it's invitations, it's pleasure, companions, festivities, enjoying each other's company, getting to know each other better. Like, this is the recipe for a beautiful, lifelong relationship. Okay. Can you clarify the obstacles here, please, for Leo? Okay, right, so we're going to take that one. And I will just double check, because I'm certain something else flipped. Right, so it must have been that one then. The Queen of Clubs. Okay. That is a very helpful and confident individual who is very, very gentle and very pleasing. They're also pleasing to the eye. Okay. So someone could be saying that you're pleasing to the eye, or this could be you about them. Oh yeah, they're very beautiful, or they're very handsome. Why would that be an obstacle? I feel that this is telling me that someone's afraid that this person is too good to be true, because they tick all the boxes. That's why it's showing out as an obstacle. Someone's afraid that there's something about this person that's going to come to light that that means that they're not so perfect and well together as what they initially show themselves to be. I'm not seeing that, Leo. I'm just seeing that as being someone's fear. All right. So obviously, yeah, it's wise to be cautious. Of course it is. Abso-friggin-lutely. And a lot of you have got really valid reasons as to why you would be this cautious. As far as this particular individual is concerned, though, honestly, from a reader's perspective, from what I can see and the energy that I'm feeling around this, I'm not seeing any major concerns with that person at all. Like, literally, that is someone who is exactly who they're saying that they are. That is literally someone who is perfect for you here, Leo. And clarify the likely outcome here for Leo Collective, please. Thank you. Okay, the 9 of Spades. And again, I'm just going to have a quick look through to see if anything else flipped. It did not. Okay, 9 of Spades. That's anxiety. Okay, someone's still got anxiety about this situation. So this warns against that whole self-fulfilling prophecy. That's the word I'm looking for. Okay, you don't want to accidentally push away this person through your own anxieties. All right, so healthy caution, fantastic, but make sure that you're not icing everybody out at the same time through your own fear. And at the bottom of the deck is the 6 of Diamonds. There's potentially arguments here. Someone feels chained, imprisoned, someone feels stuck, so it's causing arguments. I don't know how that connects in with you directly, Leo. It could be some kind of travel restrictions that's playing out here. Okay, again, keep an open mind, because there are multiple different ways of how to read this. All right. If this is an individual who is currently at that physical distance from you, there could well be travel restrictions in place that stop that physical union from happening as soon as you guys would like it to happen. And just be mindful that that might cause some kind of arguments, especially if someone has misread the situation and they think that the other person is just making up these travel restrictions. You know, those misunderstandings that often can happen, that sort of thing. Someone feeling a bit hurt or maybe a bit offended because someone didn't turn up when they said they were going to turn up, thinking that the other person was just making excuses for the reasons as to why they were late or didn't show, something like that. Okay, I'm seeing that these were not excuses. It is the truth. So just be mindful that that doesn't cause any problems. All right. Again, that could be you, that could be them, I don't know. All right. My job is literally just like interpret the energy, interpret the cards. I don't judge either way. Okay. I have a healing message for our Leo Collective in love. I don't think I mentioned the zodiac signs, so if anyone's interested in the zodiac information, you've got air signs. You could be dealing with Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and water strongly. Okay, so air and water, Pisces, Scorpio, and Cancer. As a side note, just completely intuitively, someone could be dealing with a Capricorn. There's no Capricorn cards out. That's just a bonus intuitive message for some of you, okay? Okay. Anticipation. Yeah. Waiting for something to happen. The anticipation's building. The excitement's building. You can feel it in the air around you here, Leo. Okay. So the creator of the deck, this is in her words, don't forget to take your own intuitive messages with these as well, okay? You actually get 3 messages. The message from the creator of the deck, your own intuitive message, which is the most important, and then your reader's intuitive message. And then you can combine the 3 and pick out which ones ring the most true for you, okay? Right, so she says, each morning when I wake up, there is a crow outside my window on the street lamp anticipating the arrival of a meal. Perhaps I trained the crow, or maybe it was the other way round. When there is a pattern, we begin to expect a particular outcome. Anticipation brings hope and butterflies in the belly, as we expect something to happen that brings joy or satisfaction. But there is one warning. Be careful of any attachments held for the desired outcome. If what you receive falls short of your expectations, then the feelings of joy can transform into disappointment. What are you looking forward to at this moment? How will you adjust if your expectations are not met? So with this, the message that I intuitively get for you here, Leo, is look, take it as it comes. Okay, you've got a very beautiful relationship that is growing here. Just take it as it comes. Okay, you don't have to force anything one way or the other. You can just chill and enjoy the process. There's no rush for anything. Just take your time with each other, really learn everything about each other, spend more time with each other. What is Leo's focus for the rest of June, please? Or where should Leo's focus be for the rest of June, please? Where should Leo's focus be? Okay, right, so you've got Aquarius and the South Node. So your focus is going to be on originality, philanthropy, and progressive imaginings. Okay, thinking outside of the box. Perhaps this entire connection is that kind of connection that is completely out of the box. And then the South Node. So your South Node is, what is it that you're releasing, and what is your karmic past? Okay. And it says destined to release. So that's your focus, Leo, for the rest of the month. What is it that you need to release? That's going to help you to open up and expand so that you can start thinking outside of the box. Okay. This kind of, I mean, that could well be the expectations of others, or indeed even the opinions of others as well. Maybe someone doesn't agree with this budding relationship. Well, what business is it of theirs, right? I do believe Aries had something similar to that as well, where someone was arguing with Aries because they disagreed with the type of relationship that Aries was getting involved with. Again, why it's any of anyone else's business, I'll never know. But, you know, there are people out there like that. So there we go. Your focus is, what is it you need to release? And start really focusing on this forward thinking. What else, please, for Leo? Oh, that was not a very good shuffle. Just do one more. What else for Leo, please? Thank you. Take a hint from a sloth and slow the fuck down. Yeah, there might be a temptation to try and rush this to the next level. You're not going to be able to rush this, Leo, okay? Slow down, take your time. Listen, you don't have to impress anybody at all, Leo. You're already impressing the pants off them, okay? And vice versa. They're impressing the pants off you equally, okay? No one has to fake anything. This is an absolutely beautiful, beautiful reading for you this month, Leo. Yeah, I just hope that that's helped someone out. As always, tarot is not in charge, okay? It is also not a crutch. it is not a scapegoat, it is a guide, and you're the one that's in charge of your destiny. If you feel that you could benefit from a personal reading that is catered more towards your own specific needs, then you can place your booking at phoenixkeiatarot.com. Thank you so much for watching. I absolutely love and appreciate every single one of you, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.